Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Macrocast, your source for news and entertainment with the minds behind Macro Records. We are your hosts. I'm Mattson.
I'm Downlow'd.
We have a very special guest with us, returning
Guess
Macro
who's
Records
back?
recording artist, John Zeidman.
Back again.
Hello. How are you all out there on the interwebs?
John is back. Tell a friend.
So let's start off.
Gin
Why
and
don't you
crack
guys
going.
tell us about your evening last night?
So I played Mudfest in El Paso. Mudfest 2015.
Mud.
Surprisingly, not very much mud.
It was
it
mostly
even muddy?
grass.
Like as soon
It
as
should have been called Grass Fest.
as soon as we walked in, there
But
was
that has other implications. If you were to call it Grass Fest, people would expect grass.
a bunch of weed,
Yeah.
I guess. So.
I'm grunting
There-
disapproval.
I didn't see any mud.
There was so as soon as we walked in, there were like 8 people playing in the mud.
What the fuck?
And it was like, I don't know. There just were not very many people there. I don't know. I felt kind of bad.
Maybe
Do you
if it,
think people may have been turned off by the fact that it was called Mudfest? And
I
it
mean,
was like,
yeah. See, maybe if it was called Grass Fest, people would have showed up.
I feel like, I don't know, like, why would someone... Okay, here's one of the things. So, I invited some girl or whatever, and she was like, well, did you hear about the, like, flesh-eating bacteria? Dude, like, so someone...
that was there.
No, not... Like, there was some kind of flesh-eating bacteria at some kind of mud festival in Austin. Some
Ugh.
girl got mud in her eye, and the bacteria, like, ate away at her eye, and they had to remove her eyeball.
Wait, can we... These are a real thing?
Yeah.
Mudfest? Like, people are doing these things elsewhere.
I think so, yeah.
What the fuck?
It just sounds like grimy.
Well,
but-
when you told me about it, you were like, yeah, there's going to be mud. I was like, what does that mean?
well, you know what I had expected, though? I had expected, like, a lot of mud and girls in, like, bikinis and, like, I expected there to be a lot of people, like, just getting dirty and like, listening to fucking, like, really loud music. And it could be a cool concept. Like, it's not like, I don't know, I think that could be chill. Like, you know, leave your cell phones, like, leave all your electronics and all that shit unless you want to get, like, you know, you're going to get dirty.
Unless you want to get mud on them.
Yeah. Okay. So they had 3 like stages for whatever reason because there were like 15 people at the main stage. I don't know, and like everyone else, it seems like most of the people that were hanging out over there were like artists,
Or at the main stage.
just in general.
Oh, yeah,
or
it
they
was-
were like people that had played.
I feel like there's more people backstage than there were in the crowd, like industry kind of shit.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I mean, I without saying too much about it, I had an okay time, but
We did the Macarena. With
So there was a fucking there was no green room, right? John was taking photos of me there, and there was like Wilbert also came. He's been on the podcast before. He did the videography, and there was no green room. They had a green tent with nothing in it.
Yeah, it was a green tent.
There was nothing in it.
There was supposedly catering in there
There was
and free booze.
The catering lasted for what?
There was Diet Pepsi.
Yeah,
And then there was like fucking corn pops or some shit. in
Yeah.
there, and people ate all of it.
yeah. John was like, "I'm so hungry," and he went in there, and there was nothing left.
I just ended up eating whiskey and beer.
They had the catering was like provided by Cabo Joe's, and they brought like a 5-foot long sandwich, which everyone ate like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we went into the bus because we were like someone else told us to go in the bus and chill in there, and
That was like the green room.
that was essentially like the green room. But when we went in there, the bus's battery had died or it was out of gas, so it was fucking blazing hot, like 115 degrees in the fucking bus. But we drank some hot cocktails.
Yeah, they weren't
bad.
that bad.
They weren't
like
bad,
I was
yeah.
surprisingly like impressed with the warm fucking whiskey. It was good. It worked out.
Warm alcohol and warm things to mix
It was
with?
warm whiskey.
orange juice.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was-
that's
dude,
vile.
it sounds.
Whiskey and orange juice, and it's warm.
It was hot.
too?
It wasn't just warm. It was hot.
It was
I wouldn't
fucking-
drink a whiskey and orange juice cold.
Hey, man,
like
beggars can't be choosers.
It was fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I
mean,
actually enjoyed it. I didn't think it was bad at all.
And then once the ice got there, it got even better.
yeah, it did get better. So
Shit was just popping as soon as ice
Oh
got
yeah,
there.
the fucking ice.
we had
made the
a
party.
few problems, but eventually everything started working, and we were chilling on the bus. This was after my set. So we went back on the bus, and I demanded that they start playing stupid songs. So I was like, play. What did I say? I was like, play the chicken dance.
Yeah, you wanted the chicken dance.
I wanted to hear, and then John was like, play the Macarena, and I was like, yeah, the Macarena. And everyone was like, Macarena, and so we We started listening to the Macarena.
There was like 3 of us in there at that point. It was like you, me, Michael from Designer Drugs.
The first time we did the Macarena,
we did it twice.
We did it like 3 times.
Oh shit!
The first time we listened to John got really drunk.
Yeah,
the first time we listened to the Macarena, and there were like 4 people in there. But then they turned the Macarena on. They turned it on like really fucking loud, and a bunch of people came on the bus and started. It happened like every time we did the Macarena in there.
Yeah, people would just hear the Macarena, and that bus would be fucking packed.
The bus started shaking at one point.
Yeah.
Like, it was that intense. There was, like, a pole for you to hold onto in the bus, and girls were, like, spinning around on it while the Macarena was playing. It wasn't even, like, the kind, I don't know.
Those opening synths on the Macarena, fucking awesome.
I think that everyone agrees. I feel like Michael was kind of, like, hesitant to come on the bus and listen to the Macarena, but once it started going, everyone was down. He took a lot of Snapchats and Instagrams.
Yeah,
he threw his grill in, and he was like, fuck yeah. Then we also listened to the Backstreet Boys in there, like, on full blast.
That was awesome.
Sum 41.
That brought me back.
Blink-182. Totally, it was kind of, like, unexpected, like, for an EDM show. We were just listening to some random shit back then.
And, the show was still going on.
Oh, yeah.
People could most definitely hear us blasting, like, Backstreet Boys and Macarena. Okay, so the bus was, like, probably 10 feet behind the main stage.
Yeah.
And we were blasting music out of the bus. So anyone who was, like, standing on the side of the stage or close enough could hear, like, some faint inkling of the Macarena behind, like, this main room house.
Totally.
And, yeah, apparently it was multiple times.
Oh, yeah, we did it a few times.
And every time it
good.
got down. People like the Macarena.
Yeah, the Macarena's a great track. That's basically the bottom line of last night.
I do not disagree.
And, I mean, among all the other things that happened, that was probably the highlight of my night.
Yeah, and the carrot party was fun, too.
Well, okay, so what happened with the carrot party is we were getting down to the Macarena, and John, there was, like, unopened vegetable trays that the artist had requested. They requested a bunch of, like, arbitrary shit on their riders, which is, like, a vegetable tray, which had been sitting there all day. And I was kind of, like, disgusted by how many people actually partook in that.
The carrot, dude. Everyone was chanting carrots, carrots.
I was taking carrots and putting them in my mouth and spitting them out in the air, and we took carrots and like grabbed them and threw them up. We were like, carrot party.
I started
this
handing
is
carrots to
wasteful.
everybody.
It was so wasteful,
Dude. By the end of the night, there was like water and carrots and fucking
ranch
shit everywhere. There was ranch.
There was this girl there. I'm not going to say any names. There was this girl there who, like, as soon as he opened the thing up, she was like, "Ooh!" and started like eating it with ranch, like
the ranch that had been sitting there all day.
But the ranch
without air conditioning, hot fucking bus,
hot and then cold. It like the ranch could not be good. Like she may be very sick at this point,
dude.
But that girl was really drunk, and she was like she tried to grind on John. And John, like, got up, like, he was, like, gonna dance with her and just, like, sat her in a bucket of water and ice. So her ass was...
It was an empty, like, rider bucket where, like, all the bottles and, like, beer were, and it was just ice at that point. And I acted like I was gonna dance with this girl, and then just fucking threw her in the ice bucket.
And she
liked it. She liked it.
She was, like, dancing in the ice bucket, and she, like, tried to... She was, like, I don't know, somehow, like,
I feel
trying
like
to recover
it's those, like what they do in Jamaica. Like, what is that called?
It's called, what, daggering?
Yeah.
It's like violent grinding and dancing.
Oh, yeah.
They're like,
they're like hurting each other.
Dude, I saw like a video of daggering where a guy was standing on a chick. Like he like jumped on top of her. He was like,
seen people
like with his feet.
Dude, he bent her over like he was gonna grind with her or some shit, and he got on the pole to the side, pulled himself up, and just stood on top of her and started like dancing.
One of them, they've taken like WWE commentators and like taken that shit and overlaid it. And there's this one where this guy literally gets on a chair and jumps off onto this woman like he's doing a wrestling move or some shit.
They also do that shit where they like hump the couch and shit. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up world.
So that girl, like, as she was trying to stand up out of the ice bucket or whatever, she started like just spilling water out of the ice bucket and ice and everything, and Michael from Designer Drugs was like, "She's peeing!" He was like all stoked about it though. I don't know,
dude. His Snapchat story is apparently pretty funny right now. I had somebody like screenshot a picture of me from Designer Drug Snapchat, and they're like, "Dude, you're all over this shit." It looks like it was a crazy fucking night.
I have a bunch of videos as well. I'm gonna post a few videos to my Instagram later this week.
Cool.
So yeah, that was the story of Mudfest. What track are we featuring on the Macro Records podcast, Macrocast, on this show today?
Today it's Nick Twist, The Used.
Hey, buddy.
Out today, available exclusively on Beatport. Go pick it up.
Yeehaw!
Nick Twist, god damn it.
He messaged me last night. He was like, "Hey, can I borrow yours?" I was like, "No, I'm about to play." I never got back to him.
I heard a
love you.
Snapchat of it, and I approved.
Cool. So is there like some real world news that we need to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk about Hikikomori. Have you heard about this?
No.
So last week we were talking about some of the crazy shit that goes on in Japan, like some of the crazy cultural
Donut foreheads?
I mean,
oh yeah, that's a crazy thing.
Oh wait, bagel forehead. Sorry.
That's just one example of some of the crazy shit.
Okay,
that's going
last
on
week
in
we
Japan.
talked about it was like a video game where you could you're like kissing your virtual girlfriend.
Yeah.
There's an update to this that I have actually.
Oh, okay.
You have this game?
No, I don't have the game. But there's something even like crazier. So now there's like another game where you can fuck your waifu.
Oh, God.
It's with a fleshlight.
Yeah.
You like attach your fleshlight to it and you fuck it, and it's like
Your phone? You fuck your phone.
No. It's like in virtual reality. You put virtual reality on your face, and it's like it responds to you thrusting and shit. So you're fucking an animated like.
That is wild.
It's so I looked at the comments on this thread, and people were like, where can I buy one of these? And they were like, oh yeah, you're asking for a friend, right? And this guy was like, no, I have no shame. I want to fuck animated girls. So I guess that's kind of a thing.
We also talked about how like Japanese men are more and more into that type of shit, so Japanese women become enamored with handsome gorillas and whatnot.
What?
There are weird phenomena going on in that area of the world right now.
So what we're talking about today is called Hikikomori, and it's when Japanese men lock themselves in their bedrooms for years at a time.
Is it only men?
It's mostly occurs in Japanese men. I don't think the women have been known to do it.
Okay, so they lock themselves in their rooms
For years.
They read manga and like all sorts of other Japanese shit. They watch anime and
then
they
when they
don't
come
leave their
out-
rooms.
How do they eat?
They wait for everyone in their household to go to bed, and they'll come out for like an hour at like 2 a.m. or 4 a.m, eat something, and then go back in their room and stay there.
There must be a lot of masturbation going on there.
Well, and that's the
probably.
thing with these the waifus. It's like now you can have a virtual girlfriend in Japan. Things are only going to get worse.
Jesus.
Well,
man.
some guys had commented. They were saying that these men aren't going to find like they're the overpopulated males that live in Japan, so they're not going to find a wife anyway. So they might as well have some kind of carnal pleasure, which is kind of a cruel thing to say. I don't know what the statistics really are as far as that goes, but maybe they're right. Like maybe if that's the case, if that certainly is the case, like they're not going to be able to ever find a wife, then I mean, I guess you could just have sex with your virtual girlfriend. Someone was like, when are we going to have robots that actually clean themselves? So that's the question.
Oh, you mean after
Dispose and clean of all of the
jisms, all the sperms,
the jisms. Yeah. That's a weird sensation.
Yeah.
Or, people locking themselves in their rooms and just reading anime.
Apparently,
How do they get by?
Some people
That's
believe
fucking sad.
that it may have economic implications, like to
On Japan?
as a whole. I don't know. It's really interesting.
It can't be healthy.
It's not. It's not good for them healthily.
Well, you know what?
Like,
There's also a fucking suicide forest in Japan too. So
Yeah,
suicides are very common. in Japan.
Ayokigahara Forest.
yeah,
It's where
yeah.
people go to die.
You saw that on Vice, right?
I mean, I've read about it
I
like
saw it on
extensively. But people go out there. It's really difficult to get out of that forest. They urge you to not even go into it because it's just
Unless you
Dude,
plan on dying.
yeah, they have like special teams of people that look for dead bodies in that forest, and they find them every fucking day.
It's hard. It's once you go in there and you walk a ways, it's really hard to find your way back. It's just I don't know. I guess the way that the terrain
Even
is
with
laid out.
GPS or something.
From what I understand, it's really difficult for GPS signals to pick up anything out there for some reason or other. But there
are massive forest.
There are signs all over the place where they say "Don't kill yourself, think twice," and all of this gets like shit like that. Suicide prevention signs. What people do when they go out there, What people do when they go out there is they tie strings to like their car, and they'll keep like tying strings and walk and follow the string back to their car.
Okay. For people who want to just like go out there for fun.
Yeah, or they'll follow other strings that they've like it's like breadcrumbs. People don't go out there for fun, man. You're going to see a lot of dead people. So like people that have died recently and people that may not have been found for like years. You'll see lots of death.
There's so many bones and like
or like people that have been decomposing for 6 weeks.
I think the moral of the story here is Japan is kind of a crazy place to live.
It always has.
It's a really crazy place. It's really beautiful too, though. There are some really beautiful places, but why is Japan so crazy?
Dude, their culture has just always been like over the fucking top. Like even if you think about the samurais, dude, like they were fucking crazy as shit. Seppuku.
I can't wait for that that game we talked about in the E3 episode. Have you seen this, John? It's called For Honor.
I have not.
It's this new game coming out where you can play as a Viking, a Crusader, or a Samurai.
Oh,
and it's like it looks really badass.
Is it like Mortal Kombat style? Where
it's melee.
It's like full on like with a map and like other enemies and like
and
player versus player.
You have your own dedicated weapons as well.
Yeah,
like the knight has his own weapons. The knight wouldn't have samurai weapons.
Exactly.
But that's pretty cool. And then what? So if you pick a samurai, are you in the samurai map?
Basically, it's like no. There's. It's mostly a PvP game. So like you choose a battle. So it'll be like Vikings versus samurais, right? And there'll be four human players on the samurai team, 4 human players on the Viking team, and like just regular AI players for each team. And it's an all-out war. It's a battle, And
it's pretty cool.
If you shame your family, do you have to commit seppuku?
Probably.
And die?
Game over.
We hope it's
You have
realistic.
shamed your family.
Yeah. So you want to talk about some other crazy world news?
Crazy.
Hit me.
What's going on?
Okay, so this is from 4 days ago. I don't know
Drugs?
if there's been an update to this yet as to what is really going on. But the FBI raided the home of Subway Diet spokesman Jared Fogle.
Oh, yes.
I heard about it.
I've heard about this too.
He likes kids.
No, I don't. No. I don't think that that's the case. I think that someone that works for him got caught with an immense amount of child pornography.
Yeah,
and so they
were serving a warrant to search his home just because he was associated with this guy.
Right. So anyone that was associated with him like closely, they were searching. Like maybe they supplied this guy with something, or maybe they were in cahoots or something like that.
But so far, I don't think there's been any update on this story as to if Jared was actually involved. But
okay, so this is I think that it's kind of fucked up that they even released any information about that. Because there's no there's no evidence that he is actually involved with that until like.
Well, did you see how the story broke? It was a local Fox News station, like one of the local channels in wherever he lives that broke the story, and somehow it
escalated.
The day and age we live in today, something like that, a small town can
Well, his career is going to be gone. Like either way, even if he's not convicted of anything, even if they're like, "Oh, hey, sorry, man, our bad," we were just checking. Like you knew this guy who was a bad dude, but that sucks. He's not going to be able to work for Subway anymore. He's not going to receive anything from that.
I don't think he was though anymore.
Dude, he was definitely receiving money from Subway because there were
today
stores,
he has a net worth of $15 million from his time working at Subway.
There were stores that still have his photo up.
Oh yeah.
If they still have his photo up, that means that they're using his likeness, unless they purchased his likeness for all eternity, which I think is not.
I saw a Subway commercial the other day with Jared.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I thought all the commercials I had now were about $5 footlongs.
It was like an animation of him.
Oh my god, that's such bullshit. There's no such thing as a $5 footlong anymore. All $5 footlongs are now $6.50.
What?
Or like $7.
$6.50 footlongs.
It doesn't have a good ring to it, does it?
It definitely wasn't written by Charlie Sheen.
I saw like some photos of, they were like, this is what my subway looks like today, and they covered up Jared's face with a smiley face, like a paper with a smiley face on it that was just hand drawn with a Sharpie.
Oh.
So I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how that story unfolds. Maybe on the next Macrocast, or maybe in the future. We'll see what happens.
Keep you updated. Oh, a quick update on the Reddit story. Victoria, if you're on Reddit, you knew her as Tudor, posted to /all, I think, and she just responded that she basically said that she's not like on bad terms with Reddit or anything, but the Ellen Pao resignation petition, have you checked up on that recently? Is it still at like 300,000 signatures?
Ellen Pow's resigned.
Oh, she resigned.
Yeah.
That must have happened like in the past week.
That happened yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So she's, or 2 days ago maybe, but so the new guy who's stepping up in her spot says that he's not going to overturn anything that she's done. So there's not going to be any changes that are made. So people are saying like it's the same thing as Ellen Pao.
So now they're going to ask for this guy to resign or what?
What is it? It's like the evil, you had the evil that you know before, and now it's the evil that you don't know. Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
Pick your poison, I guess.
Exactly, but I mean, it's the same mentality. So we'll see what happens with that. I had been following up on this on a thread last night, and people were talking about vote again. They were saying this is like, this is where we should all migrate to, because if Reddit continues to go down this path, which is this is all about freedom of speech.
So the same with that story. We'll do our best to keep you updated on what's going on with Reddit.
Well, I mean, since we talked about the law breaking of Jared Fogle, what about the other lawbreaker?
Which one is that?
That's escaped from
El
Chapo.
Maximum security
Guzman.
prison.
So this guy was famous, most of you know, for the story that went viral about his home and all the assets that were seized from it, the gold-plated weapons, the stacks of cash, somewhere in Mexico.
Isn't it in Sinaloa or something, right?
Yeah.
So in a miraculous turn of events,
he has escaped from prison.
for the second time.
Again.
So
Yeah.
what, John,
They
you
should
know
make-
some of the
dude.
details of the story. He built a tunnel?
I heard... I don't know if Chapo fucking dug a tunnel with a spoon, but I heard that like under his cell or something there was like a mile-long tunnel.
Wow.
And he fucking went in that tunnel and escaped. And
Okay.
I think a bunch of the guards were in on it. Of
Probably.
course.
I mean,
of course.
it's
like,
Mexico.
It's fucking Mexico. It's
And
corrupt.
This guy probably has so many people on his payroll.
Oh, yeah. I bet
Honestly-
he owned the fucking prison.
Well, yeah, I mean, him being in prison, he was probably still doing his job. He just got tired of being in prison and wanted to go
Dude,
out.
I bet his fucking jail cell was
nice.
pretty fucking nice, man.
It
Like,
probably. I mean, he probably had free roam of the prison too,
Yeah.
and no one fucked with him.
Hell no, everyone... Yeah,
Dude, they should make a movie about this guy.
they should.
Like, it would be kind of cool if it was like an action comedy.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That sounds like something I would not watch.
with Will Smith
Oh,
as El Chapo,
So
Oh my
you're
God.
shooting for 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, I see.
or Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Okay.
No, he would be
Mark
the guy...
Wahlberg as El Chapo.
The Rock would be the guy that chases him down.
Yeah.
Horatio Sanz would be fucking...
Horatio Sanz should be the guy who chases down the
Okay,
Rock.
no, what about in a turn of events, Guillermo del Toro has decided to start acting, and he plays the guy.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Why would he? Why?
Because he kind of looks like him.
I thought you were like trying to say Benicio del Toro.
No.
Are they related?
I don't think so.
I've always wondered.
Benicio del Toro is a great actor, man.
Yeah, he
What-
is. That movie, what was the one?
He's in Hellboy, or not Hellboy, Sin City.
The one movie where he was a cartel guy.
Oh, Savages?
Yeah, Savages. I thought he was pretty
That movie
pretty
was
good.
okay.
Yeah, I thought overall that movie was kind of like corny,
Yeah.
but
Fucking Taylor Klitsch
was
and that
entertaining.
other guy are not great leads.
Did you
Yeah,
watch?
not at all.
You made me think of that movie that they tried to push in Entourage, Medellin. Did you watch the new Entourage movie?
I haven't seen it yet. no.
Okay, so I saw this like ridiculous movie poster, and I don't know if it's from the movie, but it was like Vincent Chase, Calvin Harris, from the producers of Aquaman and Medellin, and it was like Face Off or some kind of stupid name like that. I was like, is that like, did they really put Calvin Harris in the movie like that?
Face Off.
Did you
No,
see it?
Face Off is like Nicolas Cage. and John
Isn't
Travolta.
HBO making a movie with like Kit Harington and Andy Samberg That's like 7 Days in Hell or some shit. I don't know.
Haven't heard of it.
7
Did
Days
you
in
see?
Hell.
Did you see the Entourage movie though?
No, I
Madsen?
haven't.
No.
We've talked about it. It got really bad. Like, it did really bad at the box office.
No shit.
The reviews are not very good. It just wasn't worth my money to go see.
Oh, dude, Calvin Harris is in the new Entourage movie.
Really?
He's an evil DJ.
Oh, great.
He's in.
He's the villain.
Dude. Oh, it's the movie's called Hyde. On the poster, you'll see Vincent Chase starring alongside Calvin Harris in a film called Hyde. Oh my god, dude. Oh.
Why can't I realize?
Yeah, that's so ridiculous. He stars as an evil DJ. What is that? Is that like
What about-
DJ is like the equivalent of being a wizard these days? Here,
Speaking of DJs and movies, I don't know if you guys
Oh
have
my
talked
God.
about this yet, but the Zac fucking Efron movie or whatever. Have you guys
We
talked
haven't
about that?
talked about it.
we mentioned it briefly. We Are Your Friends is what it's called.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the trailer.
You gotta
for it.
keep, start the party off right at about 124 BPM, and I move on to like 128, and it's
Because
like,
that's what matters.
it's like, okay.
That's
dude.
what matters. The BPM.
Have you? Is that?
The BPM matters.
Seriously, that's what in the writers' room for that movie, they were like, okay, so like the BPM, that's a real important part of DJing. We're gonna emphasize that, like, there's gonna be this whole scene where he talks about the BPM. It's like,
All you
what the
need
fuck?
is a BPM, headphones, and a
an
keyboard.
iPod.
A keyboard.
A keyboard, HP, fucking.
Or it's like, remember in Arrow when the guy from the League of Assassins is pretending to be a DJ?
And well, he's like, it's like, okay, so wait, they're playing music, and he just like walks up and presses like one button,
He
and
plugs
like,
in
all
an
of these
iPod.
all of these people run out, and they're like, yeah,
yeah, instantly. Like,
It's like,
all he
like
did was
150
press play.
people just run onto the dance floor.
Wait, what is that?
It's in
Arrow.
this show Arrow.
Oh, okay.
But there's also another scene where Steve Aoki's playing at that club,
That
which was not bad. It was
yeah.
not that bad.
He looks so bored, though.
Well,
I've never seen Steve Aoki look that bored on stage.
They were like, "You're not going to throw any cakes in this, Steve."
Yeah.
It's
All
like,
right?
oh.
no inflatable boats.
No inflatable boats. You're just playing at Verdant tonight.
Yeah,
Which is the name of the club.
and Oliver Queen's like, yeah, I dated his sister.
What?
In the show, he's like,
He dated Devin.
Yeah,
What?
that's what he says in the show.
I did not remember that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wait, so are there like any famous DJs that are appearing in the Zac Efron movie?
I hope not.
I wonder how that like they have like they must have had some kind of really shitty creative consultant on that like in the writing room or whatever.
You know what shit is that Zac Efron was really not a great actor, and his last 2 or 3 movies before this were okay.
Neighbors?
Like,
Are you
yeah.
talking? Dude, Neighbors was funny, man.
Yeah, and he was kind of good in that movie,
Yeah.
and now he's like on to do this shit. Like, what? No.
They're probably like they got like some really washed up DJ in there. They're like, this is DJ Bam Bam. he's like,
this
he's
is
gonna
Richard
consult-
Humpty Vision.
Yeah. Oh, that makes me feel bad too. Those guys had their day, man. I remember seeing Richard Vision like way back in the day. It was sick.
Yeah.
I think I saw DJ Bam Bam too, but he was making Hard House. I bet you most of the people that go to like shows these days have no idea what Hard House even is. Like, remember Hardcore Motherfucker? That was a great
I
song.
do remember
That
that.
was
song.
like Hard Style.
That was
though.
Hard House.
Really?
Yeah, DJ Isaac. Hard Style is like what Showtech used to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking Fuck the System or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Base
kinda-
Hunters.
I think the whole system
No.
fucking sucks.
Wait, was it? No, not Base Hunter was a different thing. You're thinking of.
Base Hunter was like happy.
Yeah,
house,
but it was
Vestita
like hard. It was really hard too. It was
yeah,
almost hard
kind of.
style.
It was like super Dutch.
It was like happy-go-lucky hard style.
You're thinking of Headhunters.
No, I'm
Headhunters were like super
Headhunters
hardcore
too,
shit.
but I'm thinking of Base Hunter, like Dota and Russia Privet and
Privyet Russia.
Put Your Hands Up for Russia.
Давай, товарищ.
We
He was trying to be the host of Was it Top Gear?
he was trying that.
Yeah.
But Jonas Eric Altman.
Yeah. He was like he wanted to take over for
I
Jeremy
think that
Clarkson.
I think that he's still touring though. I think
Really?
that
Base Hunter?
he probably has a pretty dedicated fan base. Do you remember?
I'd go see him play.
I mean,
shit.
overseas in
I
Europe,
probably, yeah. I don't think in America so
But
much.
his sets are so boring because he doesn't even DJ. He just sings, and like
really?
there's no band or anything. It's just him with a mic out there singing.
Does he sing well though, or was it like that Jason Derulo thing that we saw?
I mean, okay, singing live is hard for any singer because
Especially if you're dancing and shit.
yeah, and he does. It doesn't sound great.
Do you remember Nightcore? Like that artist who would like speed up popular tracks to like 165 BPM.
Oh my god!
And like put I don't know, really
Isn't
ridiculous.
that what DJ Blend does?
No, DJ Blend was like a YouTube sensation.
Yeah,
And he would.
but doesn't he play music like that?
I don't think so. No, DJ Blend makes tracks with like Castra.
Yeah.
Castra did a track with DJ Blend, our own Castra.
You mean Castra Ghost?
No, there's a track DJ Blend and Castra
Uh-huh.
that's come out. DJ Blend has worked with other people too, like Exodus and I don't know.
He's worked with Modulation as well, another macro artist.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the thing though, like, well, I don't know if we should even talk about it,
No,
but he's
we
not.
shouldn't.
He works with other artists. That's all that I'll say. Anyway, so enough about We Are Your Friends.
You want to talk some TV?
What about Shark Week?
Oh yeah, I've been watching some Shark Week. Although I was watching Shark After Dark, which is like,
Dude, what the fuck?
okay,
Is
so
that like dirty shark porn?
no, at some point they just run out of shit to show during Shark Week, and there's like this surfer, some scientist, and some B-list celebrity hosting this like talk show about sharks, and the guy's asking these people the stupidest questions, and he asks the surfer girl, "So you've surfed some pretty cold waters, huh? So have you seen any sharks?" I was like, what the fuck am I watching? But I enjoyed some of the better parts of Shark Week.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, I'm a fan of sharks.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't understand how Shark Week even came to be a thing.
It's a thing that started
been
on the
going
Discovery
on.
Channel like 10 years ago.
Yeah, but it's been going on forever, and I just don't think like why are people so interested in?
Dude,
Well, how
sharks
do you do
are-
an entire week of sharks?
There's a lot of interesting shit.
Yeah, dude.
like Shark After Dark.
Dude, there can't be like Hippo Week. There can't be
Hippos
like
are cool.
They are, but there's not more facts.
What about, like,
hippos.
Like
there
one
could be,
thing I
like-
saw was sharks that live underneath the ice in the Antarctic, and like they've never been studied before because it's way too cold for divers. But now divers are just starting to go under that ice. It's extremely dangerous too because it could freeze. Like the opening where you go in under the ice could freeze up, and you could potentially get trapped under there. But they're studying these sharks that have like a natural antifreeze in their blood that allows them to live in such cold waters. And it could...
They're not the only animals that live like that.
No, yeah, but studying these sharks could lead to scientific advancements in a lot of other areas as well.
Dude.
Oh my god, what happened?
It's good. It's good.
There should be a show like they should do like a week of like creatures of the deep seas.
Yeah,
There's more creatures like
feel like
at the
we
very
don't
bottom
know-
of the ocean.
But
than,
we
like-
don't know enough about them to have a week for that.
That's what I'm saying. They should just send someone down there for an entire week, like no air.
I mean, dude, sharks are super interesting.
They just die.
please report back.
There was some other
Just
lady who was like studying sharks to make it safer for swimmers in the ocean, like find out which times you're less likely to get attacked by a shark and whatnot, and make it so like no one's at the surfing or at the beach at those times.
I think that are shark attacks like really a huge threat though? Do a lot of people
This
get
year,
attacked by sharks?
this year has been like a huge, not uprising. The sharks are rising
Sharks
up.
are uprising.
They've grown legs.
They're protesting. They want shark equality now.
Don't you think like okay? So how many shark attacks are there per year? You
I
think,
think
like,
about
internationally?
I think about 500.
500 shark attacks per year.
I think so.
I think you're being really generous,
Dude,
Maybe.
this year on the East Coast, there's a fuckload.
Yeah.
Like, in 1 month. I think it was last month, there was like 20 shark attacks.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, okay, so and these scientists who are trying to study a way for like sharks and humans to coexist peacefully, like with like limiting the number of shark attacks that happens, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting.
It is.
I'm looking this up. I want to know how many shark attacks there are per year.
There's this dude who's building a system of magnets that could go like at the edge of the shoreline to keep like it repels the sharks. So
2
they
days
don't
ago,
even come near it.
2 days ago, LA Times posted shark attacks on the rise.
See, I'm right, dude.
Every
It's an
year,
uprising.
every year, around 75 attacks
Okay.
are reported worldwide, and out of all of those, there's probably 8 to 10 fatalities.
500.
500 shark attacks. Like,
Okay, so in the past
I think-
7 years, there's been 500.
I think that hippos probably kill more people than sharks do.
That's a fact. Hippos are like the most dangerous animal.
No,
on
you know what the
planet.
most dangerous is? There's like an African wildebeest. It's
Oh,
like
the-
the
yeah.
African bison is the most dangerous animal in Africa.
What about isn't
That's
one
one
of
of
the,
them, yeah.
Totally unpredictable.
that thing, and then the hippos.
isn't one of the honey badger pretty bad too?
Dude, a honey badger doesn't give a fuck.
I don't think that honey badgers kill as many people as hippos, though.
Really?
Dude, hippos are super, super violent.
Dude,
Yeah.
hippos will like
they'll
overturn.
fuck you up.
They'll overturn fishing boats and just fucking kill the fishermen for fun.
Yeah.
Because they're bored. We need to give hippos video games, man. Whoever comes up with the hippo video game where they can like keep the hippos preoccupied.
Well, now that VR and
Like Goat
AR are
Simulator?
becoming really popular, what about VR and AR for animals?
yeah, that's a pretty good idea, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, what about all the rhinos that are getting poached?
Not
There's
cool,
like,
man.
we got to get like those rhinos something.
The
to
white rhino's extinct now.
do. Really? I thought there's one left.
Oh well, if there's one,
There was one left, and they were guarding him like round the clock, like a militia. or
Well,
some
well,
shit was
look,
guarding
look.
him.
if once that rhino's fucking dead,
I
they're
think
extinct.
they've shaved his horn off though, so that there's nothing for them to kill the rhino for.
And I think
So-
in our lifetime, there's going to be no more rhinos.
There's only one male white rhino left. There are several female white rhinos, but it's like you have to repopulate them somehow.
But dude, do you know how hard that is to do? Like,
I think that they have that rhino's semen, but like yeah, for real, I think that
No, I
they have
believe
it,
you.
and I think that they'll try to impregnate one of the female rhinos, but it is difficult to do that because a lot of the times they don't like accept the semen or something like that. It doesn't like fertile. This is a weird conversation. We are speaking from a
They're-
biological standpoint.
the
people.
rhino's vagina is just like, meh.
I'm not ready for that. Well, I
it
think-
rejects it.
I think that the
it's like
rhino-
a dollar
like-
bill coming out of a vending machine.
I feel like
rhino
it has to be like the rhino
vagina.
being in heat. Doesn't like I'm pretty sure a rhino is pregnant for like a year and a half,
Wow.
something like that, or maybe I'm thinking of elephants, but they're pregnant for a long period of time. So it's like a huge ordeal. A rhino birth is a huge ordeal, and when these people are killing rhinos just for the sake of killing rhinos, for just to take their horn, which grows back, you know, the horn is made of like it's like fingernails, like the horn will grow back even if they shave it. So it kind of doesn't make sense for them to kill an animal just to take the horn.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like fucking. I mean, I get deer hunting. Like I've hunted deer before, and if you eat it, that's cool. But like they're not
But, like,
fucking eating
That's a
these
different.
rhinos.
That's kind of
Yeah,
a different story because deer
Their
become,
antlers grow back.
Deer are overpopulated.
They're way overpopulated.
Yeah, I know,
Almost
I know,
an
but I'm-
invasive species.
I was just.
And they're deadly.
I was comparing the antlers of deer to the fucking rhino's horn because they grow back.
It would be like someone killing you to take your fingernails.
Yeah, that's fucking.
They're gonna
retarded.
grow back in 2 weeks.
Or to take your hair.
Yeah, totally.
Which still keeps growing after you die.
Dude,
Yeah.
Alex laughed at this. Deer really are dangerous.
No. Okay.
You know how many?
I've seen
Dude,
plenty of
especially a
people
horny one.
interacting with deer, man. I watched a video the other day where this guy's sitting down and a deer comes up behind him and is like nestling, like, you know, like he's like trying to cuddle with him.
There's some nice deer, and then there's some fucking asshole deer.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I
not-
think it's a buck. Like you should be worried about the bucks and whatnot.
No,
especially
that's not
especially
what
when
I'm-
they're like trying to fuck.
That's
Like,
not what I'm saying,
once a-
dude. Okay, deer people, deer kill more people than sharks do.
I believe
just
it.
in the United States, deer kill 200 people per year,
Uh-huh.
and do you know why that is?
Car crashes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, among other things, like
But the deer
just for
are
car
violent,
crashes.
is what
no,
I'm trying to say.
but the deer are not violent. They're fucking stupid, is what they are. They go out into the street and they're like, "What the fuck is that?"
It's the term
Yeah,
caught
yeah.
like a deer in the headlights.
And then they fucking fly through a windshield, and then their antlers are stuck in your chest, and you're like, "Oh, I'm dying."
Or they fly through the windshield and they're still alive, kicking.
You'd be
and shit,
wishing,
like-
you'd be
sure-
wishing for a shark right at that moment.
Did you ever watch the
Shark
show
to eat the deer?
A Thousand Ways to Die? I wonder if they ever had that exact death before.
Probably.
I almost feel like that show, like a lot of it was kind of embellished.
I don't know,
watched
man.
one where they were like, this girl had a razor that she kept for too long.
They're all staged. Like they're reenactments.
No, I'm not. Come on, they're not like really recording people dying. How fucking gullible do you think I am?
But you're like, they're embellished. Of course they're embellished.
The stories.
They're reenactments.
The stories.
Yeah.
I feel like. They're like, this girl kept this razor for too long, then she shaved her legs, and the next day all of her skin was gone. It's like, no. I tend to not really believe that. Like, I think that something like that, if it was some kind of infection or something that happened, it would probably progress over, like, a decent amount of time.
She woke up dead.
Man, how do you wake up dead? That shit's redundant.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic.
Well, you want to talk about TV now?
Yeah, let's TV.
Some more TV.
Well, we are already talking. We were talking about Shark Week.
1,000 Ways to Die, yeah. So Elodie Young has been cast as Elektra in season 2 of Daredevil.
I sent you this on Facebook, and I was
like
like,
this
kind
casting.
of. I think it's weird.
I'm not against it.
Elektra Nachos is Greek as hell, dude.
Yeah, but see, she could pull
That's a
off
Greek-ass name.
Dude, I don't think so, man. She's like very Asian.
Nah, I think she's.
This chick is very Asian.
No, not even, man. She looks more like
Polynesian.
Mexican than Asian.
She's kind of
Yeah,
Polynesian.
she does look Polynesian.
Yeah, she does not look Greek, dude. Greek, come on.
She
Have you ever
can
seen
pull
a
up-
Greek person before?
What I'm
You ever
trying to
watched My
say-
Big Fat Greek Wedding, dude?
That's one of my favorite movies.
I was just
That's a lie.
in
No,
Toronto
it's not. I watched it yesterday.
with my Greek uncle.
Do you have a Greek uncle?
His name is Thanasis.
Really?
Yeah.
That's his first name?
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Fuck, I'd have to look it up. I forgot.
He's like hardcore Greek.
Yeah, he's from Greek. He's from Greece. He's from an island called Corfu.
Corfu.
I also
Yeah.
have a Greek friend. His name is Photios.
Fortios.
Fortios and
It's like a
Thanasis.
total Greek name.
Fortios Atrocintos. They have awesome names.
Did you ever watch American Dad, John? There's an episode with a Greek guy named Stelios Kontos.
Okay, I just found.
What's the song?
Stelios.
I just found my uncle.
Stelios
On,
Kontos.
Facebook.
Stelios.
His name is Thanasis Serra Rosalis,
That's awesome, dude. The Nazi Serras Rosales.
and he's funny. He's always like smiling really hard and like laughing at everything. He's a Greek. He's a
Greek people are really cool.
Yeah, they are. And you know what? Okay, that movie. Here's a story about fucking Windex. You know the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding or whatever?
How
Put some
solves
Windex
everything.
on
Dude,
it.
okay, so my uncle Thanasis was actually telling me that him and my aunt Sarah, they went to, Corfu, like a year ago, 2 years ago, to visit their family, and they were at this cafe, and this fucking seagull flew over and took a shit, and it landed on my aunt Sarah. And the fucking guy who owned the restaurant literally ran out and started spraying her arm with Windex and fucking cleaned the bird shit off her shoulder with Windex. And he was like, "It's okay, it's okay." And then they're
Put
like,
some
"All
Windex
right."
on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's real. Like that's a real thing.
No way.
Yeah,
Windex.
Windex.
Dude, that's for Windows. Well, isn't that like... I feel like that could be in 1,000 Ways to Die. Like, she got sprayed with Windex. And
No,
A
what?
bird shit on her.
She drank some Windex, maybe.
Dude, what if it got into her pores and she was just like... She's a really porous woman.
She woke up and she was absolutely see-through, clear. Birds were flying into her.
That's like a superhero thing.
Yeah.
So, what... Okay, we're talking about TV.
Let's talk about... What about... We watched the trailer for The Flash Season 2.
Speaking of superheroes, yeah. Actually,
Zoom is coming.
It kind of wasn't even like, oh my god, your uncle really is very Greek. It's like when you see the way that his name is spelled, it's like, oh my god, that is so Greek,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
That's even more Greek than I could have imagined.
So Zoom is coming.
Okay, wait. So it's not really like a full-on trailer. It's kind of a teaser.
Yeah,
I feel
it's short.
It's got mostly bits and pieces from the previous season.
The second part didn't have bits and pieces from the first season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. It's like half of it is a new.
We
a new
fast
bit.
forwarded that.
Yeah,
shit,
but the first half, like, or a little more than the first half, is bits and pieces from the first season.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Jay Garrick. That's going to happen. Hunter Zolomon.
Yeah.
Zoom. And apparently, if they stay true to the story, Zoom was created by some accident with like Gorilla Grodd. So maybe we'll see a more in-depth Grodd.
And he's mainly
Storyline?
a villain of Wally West as the Flash.
Okay, so what's the deal with Wally West? Is Wally's going to be like?
I mean, I think it's a little too early for Kid Flash, don't you?
Yeah, they're really rushing into everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is Barry going to get with Iris?
I don't
She's
know.
healthy, dude. I'm kind of down with her.
She's either way.
She's hot.
It's pretty clear that Jay Garrick is going to be training Barry,
I mean, he's already kind of been trained,
but not by a real speedster.
and he's from. Okay, so Jay Garrick is from another Earth, though. So how is that going to work out?
He's
see.
he's going to cross over.
When does this start?
We know that the Speed Force is what connects all of the multiverse, so it's very possible that Jay Garrick can get from one Earth to the other.
Well, any Flash can get from one to the other using the Speed Force. So, except for, I don't know, that's weird, because there's what's that name? Johnny Quick from, the evil universe.
The Crime Syndicate.
Yeah, so he never makes it over.
But maybe he doesn't know how, or maybe he can't run fast enough.
Yeah, I suppose so. So I just read Blackest Night, and there's Firestorm is in that, and it's Ronnie Raymond, right? But Professor Stein is not dead, so it's just Ronnie Raymond. And the new Firestorm is this
It's two other people.
it's this
It's Ronnie Raymond and someone else.
No, it's these. Ronnie Raymond is dead in Blackest Night.
Blackest Night.
Yeah, he's dead. So he comes back as the skull with the flames. And in the New 52, there's the Crime Syndicate, and you see basically the same thing.
But
He's
Firestorm in New 52
he's
is Ronnie Raymond.
Deathstorm from the Crime Syndicate.
Oh, Deathstorm. Yeah.
Yeah, is a different. He's different, but so Ronnie Raymond ends up merging with one of the new Firestorm characters, and they were gonna get married or some shit. It was a guy and a girl, and he kills the chick. I don't know. I'm still reading Blackest Night. It's kind of cool. I'm getting through it. So what else is going on there? Did you hear any more about Supergirl?
No, but let's talk about Arrow. Yeah. You know Neil McDonough? He's been in a bunch of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Suits, the newest Street Fighter movie, which was terrible.
Hasn't he? He's
a bunch of other shit.
He's been in he's played a superhero before, I think.
He played M. Bison.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's gonna play Damien Dark.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know, that could be cool. Also, we saw the new Arrow's new suit from season 4. It looks like a much more traditional Green Arrow suit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely more on the path of Green Arrow than the Arrow.
He's in Captain America: The First Avenger.
What?
Neil McDonough.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not Oliver Queen.
Who's he in The First Avenger?
Hold up, I'm looking. Bear with me. Bear with me.
Bear with me.
Bear with me. Oh, you know what, man? He's in Paul Blart Mall Cop too. He's Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah, he's Dum Dum Dugan. He's a member of the what's that group called?
The Howling Commandos.
Howling Commandos.
He was in Batman: Assault on Arkham. He was Deadshot. He was. In Captain America, I'm sure he was Dum Dum Dugan. Yeah, that's what he was. He's played him in the video game, in a bunch of things. He was in Terriers, DC Showcase. He played Green Arrow, and Shazam: The Return of Black Adam. Green Arrow, Oliver Queen.
Nice.
So he has
he's worked with DC before.
Street Fighter: Legend of Chun-Li. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
from
he
2009?
played M. Bison.
Bison/Vega. Who's Vega?
Vega's the dude with the mask and the Wolverine claws.
So he played both of those people.
I guess.
They were
Vega wears a mask though. That's probably why.
They were like, "Listen, we're cutting corners, man. You're gonna have to play 2 different characters for this one. Hope you don't mind."
So what about the Doctor Who season 9? Oh, okay, for all of you who don't know, most of this information came out of Comic-Con, which is still going on as we record this. It'll be over to Monday, the day.
We'll talk about whatever they reveal today next week,
and anything we missed, we'll catch next week as well. The Doctor Who panel is really interesting. There was only 4 people on it.
Let me just say that I'm okay, so Alex and I are not huge on the last season of Doctor Who. I thought it was okay, but I mean,
we talked about it in the show.
If
you listen to the show, you know our thoughts on it.
I never finished it.
I wish I could have some input on this, but I
You
still
should watch
haven't seen it,
dude.
Last time I did the podcast last summer, we talked about Doctor Who.
That was last summer, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And then
whole year ago.
I still haven't seen it. So.
Well, it's okay, John. We weren't expecting you to watch all of Doctor Who, all
I'm
35
sorry.
Seasons.
I apologize to everyone who loves Doctor Who.
What season is this going to be? 9?
9, yeah.
I mean, I fucking trucked through the first 7 seasons in 2 months.
Yeah, it took me about the same to
Like,
watch them.
easy. I mean, if you're really into Doctor Who, you'll get in like that. Especially because, well, if you can get past the Eccleston stuff, which I think I enjoyed it. But some people don't like Eccleston, but the Tennant stuff is so easy to get into.
Yeah.
And Matt Smith is really easy to get into as well.
So the Doctor Who panel at Comic-Con, there was literally only 4 people on it. I was kind of like, well, okay. It was moderated by Chris Hardwick, and it wasn't very good. It was Peter Capaldi, Michelle Gomez, Jenna Louise Coleman.
Who's Michelle Gomez?
And Stephen Moffat. She played Missy.
Really?
Yeah, she played the Master in this last season.
The Master?
Oh, you don't know that she's the Master?
No, I guess not.
She is she's the Master regenerated into a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But the trailer for season 9 looks really good.
The Master. It's all BDSM. Doctor Who is like a BDSM fantasy.
But the trailer looks really dark. It looks like it's
there's a lot of seems like there's a lot of like supernatural monsters or like, you know.
It seems like they're going to take the stuff that worked really well last season with Capaldi and like kind of focus on that, which I don't have a problem with.
I feel like last season with Capaldi wasn't like they tried to make it dark though. They were just really introducing him as a character, and he had the darkness inside of him, but the show didn't really.
And it focused more on his relationship with
Oswin
Oswald, Clara Oswald.
And what about Mr. Pink? Is he dead?
Danny Pink. Yeah,
he died.
He's gone.
Thank God. I should finish watching it then. I'd probably feel more gratified. I just could not stand that relationship.
The Christmas episode was good with Nick Frost. If you haven't, you should watch it because I like the Christmas episode.
Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Is that his real name?
He was Santa Claus.
They were like, let's put him in the Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Because his name is Nick Frost.
No. Because he
would be a good Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he's kind of like I don't know. He's somewhat of a small adversary for the Doctor.
What's the guy's name that he always acts with? Simon
Pegg.
Yeah, Simon Pegg. He what was it? After he did Walking Dead, he said, "Oh yeah, it's not like the success of this is going to land me in Mission Impossible 3 or something like that." And then like 5 years down the line,
Walking Dead?
Or not? I mean,
you mean
Shaun of the Dead. Yes, I think okay.
And
Shaun
Hot
of the
Fuzz?
Dead. Yeah, after the success of that, he said, "This isn't going to get me into Mission Impossible 3 or anything." And then 5 years down the line, he was actually in Mission Impossible 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. He was not in Walking Dead, but he should be. How would Rick respond
speaking
to
of Walking Dead?
How would Rick respond to Simon Pegg being in Walking Dead?
He'd probably shoot him.
Maybe.
Just,
Judging from what we can see in this new trailer, it seems like Rick is going off the deep end even more.
And now Morgan is going to try and stop him, which I'm kind of against. Like, if the whole community of Alexandria rallies behind Morgan, it's kind of going to be stupid. And Daryl, too? It seems like Daryl isn't even taking Rick's side.
I feel like Daryl... Well, obviously, from what we can see in the trailer, Daryl leaves.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to go on my own.
With my crossbow and my motorcycle.
And then he gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
Like, we can see that's... were they... They didn't have the W's on their foreheads, though.
No, but they don't. They do that to people, like, that they kill.
Oh, really? Okay.
And walkers, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, right on. Those guys are sick, man.
Yeah, they're not nice.
That's all coming back in October. Flash is coming back when?
October.
Everything in October.
Most of the shows come back in October.
Octubre.
Let's talk movies real quick.
Was there a Supernatural thing?
There was a panel, I think, but I
They didn't have a trailer?
No, I don't think so.
They're like, you're just going to watch it anyway. Yeah. Everyone's going to watch Supernatural anyway.
What about that picture of
Castiel and
Misha Collins riding John Barrowman?
You sent that to me, and I was like, they've done crazier things. Like I've seen.
No, but it's
I've seen
the
photos
cast of Arrow doing that stuff.
Oh yeah, but I thought I've seen a photo of like of John Barrowman like being held by Jared Padalecki or some shit.
Probably.
I don't know.
John Barrowman's pretty awesome.
They're all cool.
Let's talk about movies. That Batman v Superman trailer.
Ferris wheel. Oh, wait, so my bad. Okay, you sent that to me, and I totally, for some reason, thought that John Barrowman was in Supernatural. I don't know
It's
why.
Malcolm
Like
Merlin.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like I don't know why that like it just snapped with me right now. That's okay. Now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get why it's so ridiculous. They were like meeting. I was like, oh yeah, that group. Like I don't know why. It's so CW, man.
Okay.
Alex is like shaking his head like so vehemently.
So the red capes are coming.
Okay, and it seems like Lex Luthor in the new Batman vs Superman is gonna have hair the whole time. It's like that's going to be the stunning revelation at the very end.
When he shaves his hair.
He's not supposed to shave his head. Like he's supposed to be bald for a reason.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah.
But I don't know what the reason is.
Like okay, so they say like
why is Lex Luthor bald?
Superman like caused it or something, or it was like exposure to kryptonite or some kind of meteor or something makes him go bald. But
well, maybe that happens. Like we see him at one point in the trailer, like looking at some kryptonite.
Alexander Luthor Jr. Has a full head of hair.
Yeah.
So, I guess that I don't know what approach they're taking with this movie. It looks good.
It looks really good.
But
I have a feeling that I'm gonna like Ben Affleck as Batman so much more than Christian Bale.
I don't know.
I don't really like Christian Bale.
I wonder if he's gonna have the same voice.
Oh, please no.
Can you bleed?
He kind of did that.
Do you bleed?
He sounded more like Kevin Conroy, though, which, for those of you who don't know, voiced Batman in Batman the Animated Series.
I thought he sounded a lot more like Kevin Costner.
Hey, I'm Batman.
Did you know that
Quaid.
the reason Nolan North didn't voice Batman in Arkham Knight is because Kevin Conroy did it?
Who's Nolan North?
He's a voice actor.
I'm not familiar with.
He
Nolan
voiced
North.
Batman in the first 3 games.
I'm not familiar with that.
Well,
I did not know that. Thank you, John, for your commentary right here. John is like uninterested in this topic, so he keeps saying Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel.
And for those of you who don't know what that means, neither do we. So, so I think that the movie is going to be good. I don't know. I mean, it looks okay. So that image where what is it? It's like Mama Kent Ma Kent is like telling him about
like, you don't owe these people anything.
Like be a symbol of hope or don't do it. Like do whatever you please. You don't owe this earth anything. But then you see that image of him like these people standing on a roof with a Superman sigil, and he's like just floating in the sky with like the sunlight like flying through, and it looks really like godly and angelic almost, which is really dope.
Or like all the people who are like Khaleesiing him, like
they're
like Mama,
Misa. I think that like Superman is always the symbol of he's always a symbol of hope, though. You know,
but obviously he's pissed off Batman because something is wrong. Like we see Batman running through like while buildings are falling down.
Okay,
was he in Metropolis during the events of Man of Steel?
I can explain this. Okay, so Superman is always a symbol of life, is what I'm trying to say. And even in Blackest Night, he overcomes like death by being the first one to receive a life ring, which is a White Lantern ring, which is really crazy. Anyway, so Bruce Wayne actually owns half of the Daily Planet.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you see. Like Wayne Tower is getting destroyed
in Metropolis.
Yeah, he has like an office over there as well, and there's a bunch of, that's why he's in Metropolis though. He sees a bunch of shit happening, and it's very Batman-like to see Bruce Wayne running into the debris.
Yeah, everyone else is running away and he's running in.
What doesn't work for me there though is he's like. It's so like he's like, okay, we're gonna have you just holding this girl in the middle of all the debris.
Is the child his? That's what I don't know.
No, the child's not his.
How do you know for sure?
Because Bruce Wayne doesn't have a daughter.
But that's what got me worried, because I was like, did they give him children in this
movie?
Oh,
that would be so shitty. Like, why would and you killed your family? It's like it's got to be some girl that he like saved.
Yeah.
But. It's Bruce Wayne that's going to be holding the girl like that or whatever, but it seems like he would try to save as many people as possible.
What'd you think about Wonder Woman? She looked like she was kicking some ass.
We don't really... you didn't get to see very much of that, though. It just like had cuts to that, and we didn't see any of Jason Momoa.
No
Aquaman. We saw...
No Flash.
We
none
saw
of the other stuff.
One thing you mentioned is you think that Jason Todd is dead, or Jason Todd is going to be the Robin in this one.
No, I don't. I don't think there will be any Robin.
No, but you think that he's the Robin in the continuity for this, not Dick Grayson.
Okay, my theory is Nightwing exists. He's off in Bloodhaven doing his thing. Jason Todd has been killed by the Joker. obvious. I mean, the Robin suit with "Jokes on You," Batman graffitiing onto it leads me to believe that Jason Todd is dead.
Okay, but then why are they talking about Batman like he's a new thing? They're like, what about this vigilante Batman?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if Nightwing is already established, then that means that there's been a bunch of vigilante shit. But at the same time, you have Suicide Squad, which would have to mean that Harley Quinn's already been put away.
Yeah.
You know, it would have to mean that the Joker has already been put away several times because...
Well, it seemed like they were meeting for the first time in that prison.
Harley Quinn and the Joker?
Yeah.
How does that make sense at all?
I don't
Because,
know.
okay, so Harleen Quinzel, like... She was his psychiatrist.
Yeah.
And then he turns her over and they do all kinds of crime together and then they get put away.
I don't have any feeling as to that it needs to be exactly the same as the comic. I actually
Dude, there has to be some semblance of continuity there.
No, yeah, but I actually liked what I saw of Suicide Squad.
It can't be like they just met and she has a clown thing too.
But
oh,
no,
he's a clown.
Do you hear at one point in the trailer she's like, "Are you the devil?" Like, and obviously she's talking to the Joker, right?
Or Batman.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But I think that if anything, they had already... Okay, so they have to have some kind of relationship already.
Will Smith is like, "We're the patsies."
Dude, she's obviously talking to El Diablo.
Yeah.
Are you the devil?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Like, come on. It's got to be... That doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. I thought she was talking to the Joker.
Nah, I don't think so. If she's talking to the Joker in that movie, she's going to be like, put in, you know?
Yeah, she's like, "I hope you got insurance." I was like, okay.
Did she say that?
Yeah.
I couldn't hear a fucking word she said.
When
like
they were,
anyone said.
well, okay, so to be clear, this trailer isn't even out. Like, only people at Comic-Con saw it, and we saw footage that someone had recorded from their iPhone.
Isn't the trailer going to go live, like, in a week?
Probably not.
You don't think so?
A lot of people were saying that David Ayer put that together just for Comic-Con, and we're not going to see anything until they have an actual trailer.
That trailer looked a lot more promising than the Deadpool trailer.
Yeah.
Which you actually stopped early. You were like, I can't do this.
Well, I thought it was over. I couldn't do it because it was an even worse
Quality
iPhone
trailer.
video. Yeah.
The Deadpool trailer has X Gon Give It To You by DMX. and I just feel like a lot of... I'm going to reserve my judgment for the movie, but it sounds like a lot of the Ryan Reynolds dialogue is, like, trying really hard. Like, everyone has this idea, like, I've always thought, I've been like, yeah, Ryan Reynolds should be Deadpool, but now it's like, they're like... I feel like they're like, writing, and he's going to be like, acting, you know?
Maybe.
Because he's like, what the shit? Hey! Like, I don't get that from Wade Wilson at all. Like,
What the shit?
I don't know. I like how he was like, you super huge metal cock gobbler. Like, you know, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You were even like, dude, did they use some of the footage from like what did you say?
The test footage from that CG Deadpool thing they did a while back.
Yeah. I think a lot of this movie's going to be CG. I mean,
Maybe.
CG is so good these days, you know. I mean, how would you even notice?
To go back to DC real quick, they announced the name of the first Green Lantern movie they're doing. You'll be excited. It's called Green Lantern Corps.
Oh, okay. So then it's not even about Hal Jordan.
It's a lot of people are guessing that it's going to be about at least 2, maybe all 4 of the Earth Lanterns, or all 5 of them.
No, it can't be about Simon Baz.
But they're saying it's mostly going to be about the Green Lantern Corps as a whole.
That's
like,
cool.
More
That
Space
makes-
Police, less Hal Jordan on Earth. You know.
Thank you. That's good.
Yeah.
Dude, Green Lantern Corps, and okay, so there are some points, and I think a lot of people agree with me if you actually read any of the books, like, there are some points when reading Green Lantern Corps, I think it's more compelling. Like, Tomasi's stories are more compelling than Jeff Johns' stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the way that he writes Gardner and John, like, we're going to get to see Jon Stewart, get to see lots of Kilowog and Salak, and, like, I like that.
Hopefully they announce casting soon, and we figure out who's going to be playing who.
And hopefully Hal Jordan is not, like, a huge part. He should have his own thing.
Meh.
I mean, dude, Hal Jordan is mostly dealing with, like, Earth, and he's so involved with the Justice League, too. I mean, I'm sure he'll be a part of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, he has to be, because anyone who isn't a fan of Green Lantern just knows Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't, I don't know. I think I just knew what Green Lantern looked like before I started reading it.
Yeah, well, I don't think most people do, but
Yeah.
you know.
When is that coming out? Like 2025?
A long time. All we got was the name of it.
Yeah.
Literally nothing else.
Maybe they'll slate it for the next couple years, though. That would be good.
So we watched a trailer for the new Goosebumps movie. It looks like it's for little kids.
Yeah, but you know what, man?
It's like a new Jumanji.
It's
kind of, yeah.
It's kind of cool that they took that approach, though, because they're like, what way can we make all of the Goosebumps stories like happen? It's better than doing like segments that are the original stories.
Or like they're going to be like, all right, we're going to do a 9-part movie franchise about Goosebumps.
Yeah, that's totally unnecessary. Yeah. I mean, they already kind of did that back in the day. They did like the show, you know?
Yeah.
There's no need to we're going to see. This is going to be like a lot of family fun. I think fun for the whole family with Jack Black just like going crazy, but there's a bunch of like kind of I don't know unnecessary comedic shit going on, corny, very corny. Yeah. I can already tell from, but it might be fun though. It might get a good Rotten Tomatoes score, man.
Maybe
people might be like, you know what? But what I'm envisioning for this one, 70%.
It's maybe pretty high.
Maybe because I don't think it'll be like super high because maybe 60%. Because I feel like the writing already is going to fall short. Yeah. Like it's really targeted towards kids. It's probably not going to have like any sentimental like underlying goodness, you know, like a Pixar movie has. Mm-hmm. I feel like Pixar movies always have. Like when I watched, what are you doing there? Alex is
Inside Out?
No, Up.
Oh,
like
Up.
When I saw Up or like Toy Story. Yeah, even Inside Out. You know, there's always like some kind of interesting. That's really distracting. What are you doing here? He's making like a spider web out of his microphone cable. Like when kids used to make those spider webs in their hands and like you'd stick your finger in there
with
and
like string
and then you get it caught
and you snap it like closed and then it like it's not tangled.
If you did it right, then you would put it in the place and it would just completely come undone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool. Great.
So
are you excited for the Goosebumps movie?
No.
What about you, John?
I would have been excited if it came out 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I totally feel that.
I like Jack Black. I think Jack Black's pretty funny. But yeah, the trailer does look pretty corny.
Pretty
carny.
Carny. Who even knows what Goosebumps is these days? Like, do kids read that anymore?
Exactly.
I don't think so.
No, dude,
I mean, maybe if you go to a public library, they still have it.
Like, dude, the last time I even, like, thought about Goosebumps was fucking 6th grade or 5th grade, something like that.
Yeah. Now Downlow'd is taking selfies. Well, that's our show. John, you got some shit to plug? You want to tell people where they can follow you on Twitter?
Yeah, you can follow me at John Zeidman on Twitter. Also, Facebook, you could look me up. It's John Zeidman also. SoundCloud is John Zeidman. Beatport, John Zeidman.
And that's Zeidman.
And it's not Zeidman, like everyone else says. It's Zeidman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some stuff I'm working on that hopefully will be coming out on Macro soon.
He's working on the score for the Goosebumps movie.
Yeah, he's working on some tropical shit.
Yeah, I've been kind of fucking around with like tropical, summery vibes, really uplifting melodies and stuff.
What's gonna happen when winter hits?
Then
winter's coming.
Then it's gonna be
winter is coming.
Fucking.
Those are the words of our house.
Cold house.
Cold house. It's just gonna be like sleigh bells and fucking.
Then it gets nipply outside. Yeah.
I hear the sleigh bells ringing and ding 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 ding.
So Downlow'd, do you have some stuff to plug?
Oh, I've got plenty of things to plug, but
plug it.
I'll plug it right now for you.
Plug it up.
Butt plug it.
No.
Plug.
I'm Downlow'd. That's DOWNLOW''D. You can find more information about me at IamDownlow'd.com. Hit me up on Facebook at Facebook.com/officialdownload. Twitter at Downlow'd here if you want to tweet me. Find my music at SoundCloud.com/Downlow'd. And if you haven't already, vote for me in the DJ Mag Top 100 DJs. All you have to do is go to my Instagram, and you'll find the link right there in my header. If you don't have Instagram or are for some reason against it, it's bit.ly/DOWNLOWD DJ MAG DJ Mag 15, the number 15. And you can vote for me in your top 5 DJs out of the entire dang diddly world, whatever you like. Vote for me and Avicii 4 times.
My top 5 are,
let's
Avicii, Martin Garrix,
I'll vote for him too.
David Guetta.
I like him too.
I like David Guetta.
I like me some Guetta.
That's 3. Tiester.
I like Tiester.
And then my 5th one was Downlow'd.
All right, thanks a lot. Also,
my
you can vote for Aswell.
Wait, my list.
Aswell and Grosso and fucking
Aswell.
Sebastian. Wait, can you put some Angelo on my Axwell? It's a little ingrosso.
I am Tiesto, you're Tiesto, we are Tiesto.
I'm voting for DJ Bam Bam.
DJ Bam Bam. Richard
Humpty Vision.
DJ Dan.
Carl Cox.
He will probably make it into the top 100 this year. With Donald Glaude.
And Tommy Sunshine.
Oh, thanks. He's going to be in the top 100.
Is he?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't think he was last year, but I think he will be this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Well, thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next
Tommy.
week.
Avicii levels.
And now, closing us out, Tim Berg.
No, Nick Twist, the used.
Oh, yeah. Nick Tits.
Hey, Nick.
Nick Twits.
Hey, Nick.